निवासैति श्रेष्ठतया पात्रं गुणान्वितः कौशिकोऽनन्तरङ्गाज्ञाजेतां भुवि यस्तात्मीयपरं वरप्रदगुरो वैराग्यभाग्यो लदो वेदान्तां सदानन्दमनघाति श्रीनिवासाद्गुरोः श्रीशैलान्वयकौस्तुभस्यनीं श्रेयोनिधे श्रीनिधेः वन्दे साधुकटाक्षजयनिलयं श्रीकृष्णदुर्देशिकम् नारायणयोगीन्द्रवरदार्य कृपाश्रयं मुङ्गेशपादं श्रीनिवासमुनिं भजे पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन कृतितां पुराणमध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीं अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणीम् इत्पदाम्भोरुहध्यानविध्वस्ता शेषकल्मषाकस्तुतामुपयातो पुण्यं नेयं नमामि तं यो नित्यमच्युतपदाम्बुजयुग्मरुक्मव्यामोहतस्तरितराणि नायमेने अस्मद्गुरोर्भगवतोऽस्य दैकसिन्धोः रामानुजस्य चरणं प्रपद्ये श्रीमान् वेङ्कटनाथार्य कवितार्किककेसरी वेदान्ताचार्यवर्यो मे सन्निधत्तां सदा हृदि rAmAnuja. Offering my pranamams to all the Bhagavatas in this satsanga, I shall resume the next session of our study of Bhagavad Gita Bhashya by Udayavar. We are into class 71. In the previous session, we studied the 8th, 9th, 10th and 11th shlokas which are commented upon together by Bhashyakara. Rasoham apsu kaunteya prabhasmi shishisuryayoho pranavas sarvavedeshu shabdakhe paurusham rushu, and those 4 shlokas. The Bhashya is Yete sarve vilakshana bhavaha matta eva utpannaha macchesha bhutaha maccharirataya mayeva avasthitaha ataha tat prakaraha ahameva avasthitaha. So mayeva avasthitaha indicates that the cause of samanadikaranya, which is seen, which is taught here in respect of guna, jati, sharira and all these, are told here is aprithak siddhi, the inseparable association of everything with Paramatman. They are all supported by him. They are all sharira to him, and that is the aspect of everything being inseparably associated. They are in me only means they are inseparably associated with me, and because of that, having all of them as my mode, I am only present as everything, is what was taught in the 4 shlokas. Continuing further, ये चैव सात्विका भावा राजसास् तामसाश्च ये मत्त एवेति तान् विद्धि नत्वहं तेषु ते मयि. ये चैव सात्विका भावाः, all those entities or feelings known as sattvika bhavas, which are attributable to the abundance of sattva guna, tamasascha, and all those which are tamasa, attributable to tamasa, tama guna, mattan mattayeva iti vidhi. Know that all of them are caused by me only. Aham tu teshu na, but I am not in them. Te mai, they are in me. Very significant shloka this also. All these shlokas teach different aspects of Bhagavad Tattva, and that has been very clearly explained in the Bhashya. The Bhashya is Kim Vishishya Vidhiyate. So Krishna is telling that all these Sattvika and Tamasa, Rajasa, all these bhavas, the entities, the feelings, everything, they are all created by me only. They are all caused by me only. But I am not in them, but they are in me. That is told in a very cryptic way. So the meaning of that is explained in the Bhashya. Kim Vishishya Abhidiyate. Satvikaha, Rajasaha, Tamasascha. Jagati Dehatvena, Indriyatvena, Bhogyatvena, Tattadhetutvena avasthita ye bhavaha. Tan sarvan mattayeva utpannan vidhi. Te macharirataya mayeva avasthita iti cha. Natu aham teshu. Na aham kadachidapi tadayata स्थितिः आयतस्थितित्वेपि शरीरस्य शरीरेण आत्मनः स्थितौ अपि उपकारो विद्यते मम तु तैः न कश्चित् तथाविध उपकारः केवल लीला एव प्रयोजनम् इत्यर्थः. That is the actual real meaning of this shloka. Kim vishishya abhidiyate. What is the need to say qualifying each and everything specifically? Satvikaha, Rajasaha, Tamasascha Jagati, Dehatvena, Indriyatvena, Bhogyatvena, Tattadhetutvena avasthita bhavaha. That is the meaning of explanation for Satvika bhavaha, Rajasaha, Tamasascha ye. Being of the nature of Satvika, Rajasa, Tamasa, they are existing as Deha, Indriya, Bhogyatvena. That is the body, the senses, the sense objects of enjoyment, and tattadhetutvena, and the causes of those respective things. Avasthitaye bhavaha, all those which are existing, tan sarvan mattayeva utpannan vidhi. Mattayeveti tan vidhi means mattayeva utpannan vidhi. Whichever entity exists in this world, know that all those are created by me. Te macharirataya mayeva avasthita iti cha. Mattayeveti tan vidhi. That is, the meaning is also that te macharirataya mayeva avasthita iti cha. Also know that being my body, they are residing in me only. Natu aham teshu, na aham kadachidapi tadayata sthitihi. But I am not in them, meaning I am never dependent on them in any state. Anyatra atmayata sthititvepi sharirasya. Sharirena atmanaha sthitau api upakaro vidyate. With respect to other things, however, atmayata sthititvepi sharirasya. The body is under the control of the self. And sharirena atmanasthitau api upakaro vidyate. The self also has some dependence on the body for existence, and that way the body is useful to the self. So the self also has some dependence on the body for existence, and that way the body is useful to the self. Upakaraha vidyate. Atmanasthitavapi upakaro vidyate. Mamatu taihi na kaschit tathavida upakaraha. But for me, however, there is no such benefit from them. Kevala lila eva prayojanam vidyartha. Mere lila or sport is only the benefit. So that is another very, very important aspect of Bhagavad Tattva, Paramatman, that is being taught here. What was told in 4 shlokas, starting with Rasoham Apsu, is concluded here as Kim Vishishya Vidiyate. What else do I have to say specifically? The Bhashya Tattadhetutvena indicates that the state of Samashti is also included in this. So, Dehatvena, Indriyatvena, Bhogyatvena, Tattadhetutvena. Whichever is the Karana for all those objects. So, it also includes the Samashti Dasha. That is also where the various states of the Prakriti which are getting modified, they are all also included. Satvika, Rajasa, Tamasa, etc. What is told as Yechaiva Satvika Bhavaha in Mula Shloka addresses the division in the form of body, etc. and also the modes of experiencing. And in them, the Satvika and others are to be understood as separately applicable. The body and sense organs are associated Here there are two parts. One is the body and the sense organs, which are very closely associated with a living being. And everything outside which is seen, they are all the objects of enjoyment, the sense objects, which are all around and are present as various things. Not only these, but also their causes, they are also created by me, is to be understood there. And the bhavas, the sattvika bhavas and rajasa and tamasa bhavas are also, as told in Mahabharata, which Swami Deshikan quotes in Tatparya Chandrika. Sattvika bhavas are praharshaha, pritihi, anandaha, sukham, samshanta chittata, joy, love, happiness, comfort, having a calm mind. These are all called as sattvika bhavas. Atushtihi, paritapascha, krodho, mohas tatha, kshama. They are all rajasa bhavas. Dissatisfaction, repentance, anger, confusion, intolerance. They are all akshama. Tamasa bhavas are avivekaha, tatha mohaha, pramadaha, swapnatandrita. Not having the discriminatory knowledge. The vivek, not having viveka. Confusion, excessive passion, making accidental mistakes, dreaming, laziness, they are all told as. So that is tamasa bhavas. Tan sarvana matta eva utpannana vidhi. The avadharana or stress matta eva indicates that he is only upadana and nimitta karana. Matta eva utpannan means he is the only upadana and nimitta karana, the sole intelligent and material cause of all this. The theory that the efficient cause of the universe is not one. There is another theory that we see varied wonderful things here which are all having different capabilities, different shaktis, and there is a theory that because of the varied capabilities, the wonderful capabilities or shaktis that are seen, the efficient causes are also many. But that is refuted very clearly here. Sarvana matta eva utpannan vidhi. Matta eva utpannan means I am the sole cause of either the material cause or the efficient cause of everything is made clear here. Te macharirataya mayeva avasthitaha. The coordination, the samanadikaranya told in rasoham, apsu, etc. is due to sharira shariri bhava, the body soul relation, and the body is under the control of the soul. Though it is, soul is inside the body, so it is not like what we see with respect to the prakrita padarthas, where the ghee is kept inside a vessel. The vessel is the adhara, ghee is the adheya. Normally the adheya is inside, adhara is outside, is what we see. But with respect to the body and soul, the soul which is inside the body controls the body, which is external, outside. So the soul is controlling the body. Since everything is his body, everything is under his control, is the meaning of the words matta eva in Mula Shloka. That is explained as macharirataya mayeva avasthitaha. The coordination is done because all objects being his body exist as his inseparable attributes. Natu aham teshu, the words natu aham teshu in Mula it may appear to indicate that he is not present in them, but that would be against the fact that he exists everywhere as inner controller. He is sarvavyapi or antaryami. So the explanation is na aham kadachidapi tadayatta sthitihi. Tadayatta sthitihi. It's not that I am not existing in them, but I am not dependent on them. That is the meaning that is to be understood as natvaham teshu. And one may get a doubt that what we see in the world, the body that we have, there is some dependence of the Atman on the body also. Anyatra Atma Sthititvepi Sharirasya. Though in reality the body is under the control of the Atman, the self. Atmanasthitavapi upakaro vidyate sharirena. From the body, the Atma also gets some benefit. Mamatu taihi nakaschit tathavida upakaraha. Kevala lila eva prayojanam. So this is to show that though the Jivatmans have some benefit from their bodies, I do not have any such benefit from all things which are my body. So does that mean there is absolutely no use at all? In which case the creation itself becomes futile. This is also discussed in Brahma Sutras in detail. What is the na prayojanatva? There is a adhikarana for this in Brahma Sutras which discusses this aspect. Lokavattu Leela Kaivalyam. Leela Kaivalyam is Kevalasya Bhavaha Kaivalyam. Kevala Leela Eva Prayojanam. The same thing what is told in Brahma Sutra is also told here. It is commented as Kevali Leela Eva Prayojanam. It is mere sport of Paramatman. And this is decided like that in the Shrutis and Sutras and all that. So some important aspects of our Siddhanta are also to be understood here. The relation between Paramatman and everything else, that is one particular aspect of that is made very clear here. So is it mutual interrelation or mutual interdependence? So this is also told differently in different Siddhantas. In our Siddhanta, it's made very clear here, Bhashyakara, that it is mutual interrelation and not mutual interdependence. Everything else is dependent on Paramatman, but Paramatman is not dependent on them for his existence. Though we may see in our literature that devotees expressing such feelings towards the Supreme Brahman due to excess love. Tirumanshe Alvar, for example, says in Nanmohan Tiruvandadi, Nan unnai andri ilen kandai naranane, ni ennai andri ilai. He says, I am not there without you and you are not there without me. So this is to be taken as Vaibhavavada. This is due to excess love, great urgency to reach Paramatman, to obtain his grace, that they express such feelings, to make him show his anugraha towards us. Namalvar and other Alvars also express all these feelings. In one place we see, if you do not come to me, I will perish. If I perish, your vibhuti will perish. And if your vibhuti perishes, you also will not be there. These kind of feelings are expressed by devotees, which may appear as though there is mutual dependence. But these are all expressions out of deep love and devotion and a sense of urgency to reach Paramatman. The Tattva Sthiti, the reality is that he is not dependent on anything else for his existence. That is made here very clear by Bhashyakara. Na aham kadachidapi tada yatta sthitihi. I am never dependent on them for my existence. So there are two ways that we see to establish the existence of Paramatma. One is he exists by himself without depending on anything else. Sve mahimni pratishtitaha. He exists by himself. Secondly, his existence is known through pramanas. The pramana says, Brahma Sutra, the very second Brahma Sutra, gives the definition of Brahman. Janmadhyasya yataha. So in the first sutra it says, Athato Brahma Jignasa. One should know, one should put effort to attain Brahman. And what is the definition of Brahman? Janma adi asya yataha. Asya jagataha. Janma adi yataha. From whom this whole world is created, sustained, and this world merges into or is withdrawn into. He is Brahman. That means there is the dependence of world to know Paramatman. What happens? Ishvara will become Ishvara only if there is Ishitavya. A ruler is called so only because he has something to rule over. If there is nothing to rule over, he cannot be called a ruler. So how do you say Ishvara exists if there is no Ishitavya at all? So is there not a dependence? That question may come. That is called Pramanadhina Satta. So he has, but that is only one aspect. He has got Swatantra Satta, Swadhina Satta. He exists even without anything. He does not have dependence on anything else. So it is mutual interrelationship that exists between Paramatman and everything else. Everything else is dependent on him, but he is not dependent. That is Natvaham Teshu Te Mayi. Natvaham Teshu is not that I am not present, because I am omnipresent. I am present as Antaryami in everything. Everything is inseparably associated with me, and everything is supported by me, everything is my body, but I do not have dependence on them for my existence. So that is one important aspect of the Bhagavad Tattva that is made clear in the Bhashya in this shloka. Continuing further, Tribhihi Gunamayaihi Bhavaihi Evis Sarvamidam Jagat Mohidam Nabhijanati Mamebhya Paramuvya. So naturally the question Arjuna would get is that Krishna tells the most wonderful nature of Paramatman here, Bhagavad Tattva, in so many shlokas, and he is everywhere, everything is his mode, and he is only present everywhere. He is Aparimita Kalyana Gunasagara, Akileheya Pratinika Swabhava, all those things he says, this wonderful nature, when you are existing everywhere as everything else, inseparably everything is associated with you. Why nobody knows you? Nobody is able to know you. So that question is addressed here. Tribir Gunamayair Bhavaihi Evis Sarvamidam Jagate Mohidam Nabhijanati Mamebhya Paramavayam. Tribihi Gunamayahi Evihi Bhavaihi Mohidam Idam Sarvam Jagate Yebhyah Param Avyayam Mam Na Abhijanati. Tribihi Gunamayahi, having an abundance of the qualities which are three, namely Sattvika, Rajasa and Tamasa, Yebhihi Bhavaihi, by these substances, Mohitam Idam Sarvam Jagat, this entire world being deluded, Yebhyah Param Avyayam Mam Na Abhijanati. Different from all these, being superior to all. Yebhyah Param means being superior to everything. I am different from everything else. Avyayam, being of the same form without any change in any state. Mam Nabhijanati. Do not know me. This entire world does not know me because of that. The Bhashya, Tadevam Chetana Chetanatmakam Kritsnam Jagat Madiyam Kale Kale Matayeva Utpadyate Mayicha Praliyate Mayeva Avasthitam Macharira Bhutam Madatmakancha Iti Ahameva Karanavasthayam Karyavasthayancha Sarva Sharirataya Sarva Prakaro Avasthitaha Ataha Karanatvena Sheshitvena Cha Jnanadi Asankheya Kalyana Gunaganescha Ahameva Sarvaihi Prakaraihi Parataraha Mattaha Anyat Kenapi Kalyana Gunaganena Parataram Na Vidyate Evam Bhutam Mam Tribihi Sattvika Rajasa Tamasa Gunamayebhyaha Bhavebhyaha Param Madasadharanaihi Kalyana Gunaganaihi Tattat Bhogyata Prakaraischa Param Utkrishtatamam Avyayam Sada Ekarupam Api Taihi Eva Tribhi Gunamayehi Nihinataraihi Kshanadhamsibihi Purvakarmanuguna Dehendriya Bhogyattvena Avastitaihi Padarthaihi Mohitam Deva Tiryang Manushya Sthavaratmana Avasthitam Idam Sarvam Jagat Na Abhijanati. The Bhashya is explaining very clearly in detail the meaning of this sloka, which has got so many meanings hidden in that. Tribihi Gunamayehi Bhavaihi. Ebihi sarvamidam jagat mohitam na abhijanati mam ebhyah param avyayam. Tadevam chetana chetanatmakam kritsnam jagat madiyam kale kale mattayeva utpadyate. So as told above, the entire world consisting of the sentients and the non-sentients, chetana chetanatmakam kritsnam jagat, the whole entire world being mine, madiyam, get created, the whole world gets created again and again at specific times by me only. Kale kale mattayeva, it's a very significant, these are all important aspects that are told here. Mayicha praliyate, it unites unto me during pralaya. Mayeva avasthitam, always resides in me only. Macharira bhutam, being my body, madatma kancha, means it has me as its atma, as itself. Iti ahameva karanavasthayam karyavasthayancha sarvasharirataya sarvaprakaro avasthitaha. This is the essence of our Siddhanta, Vishishtadvaita, what we say. Karyavastha and Karanavastha, in both the avasthas, Bhagavan, everything is present as his Visheshana, his Sharira. Sukshma Chirichit Vishishta in Karanavastha, Sthula Chirichit Vishishta in Karyavastha. So, in both the states, Karanavastha is the causal state, Karyavastha is the state of the effect, where the effects are seen. Sarva Sharirataya, Sarva Prakaraha, Ahameva Avasthitaha. Everything, having everything as my mode, I am only existing as, having everything as my body, because they are all, being my body, they are all modes of me. For this reason only, I am only present, qualified by all modes. Ataha Karanatvena Sheshitvena cha Jnanadi Asankhya Kalyana Gunaganescha. That is another important aspect. Not only I am the Karana and Sheshi, I am also associated with innumerable auspicious qualities such as Jnana, Bala, Shakti and all those things. I am only superior in all aspects. Ahameva sarvaihi prakaraihi parataraha. So, being the cause of everything other than me and being the master of everything, being an abode of innumerable auspicious qualities such as Jnana and others, I am only superior in all aspects. Mattaha anyat kenapi kalyana gunaganena parataram na vidyate. There is nothing other than me which is superior to me, even in respect of any of the auspicious qualities. Evam bhutam mam tribhyaha sattvika rajastamasa gunaganebhyaha gunamayebhyaha bhavebhyaha param mad asadharanaihi kalyana gunaganaihi tattad bhoga prakarescha param krishtatamam avyayam sadaya ekarupam. Thus being superior to all objects which are having the qualities of sattva, rajas and tamas, being associated with unique groups of auspicious qualities, innumerable auspicious qualities, by means of the most enjoyable modes of those auspicious qualities also. Tattad bhogyapta prakarescha ahameva, the param utkrishtatamam, that is the meaning given here, being superior and always being of the same unchanged form, sada ekarupam. Api, even then, taireva trivihi gunamayehi. Now it tells the qualities of the prakriti. Taireva trivihi gunamayehi. The entire world existing in four forms of devatiriyam manushya sthavaratmana avasthitam sarvavidam jagat mohitam nabijanati. This whole world is existing, means whole world means existing in the form of deva, tiryak, manushya and sthavara, being deluded by the respective substances which are of the same three qualities, sattva, rajas and tamas, which are ulterior, nihinatarehi, kshanadhamsivihi, which get destroyed in very short time, purva karmanuguna dehendriya bhogyattvena avasthitaihi, which exist as the body, senses in enjoyable form in accordance with previous karmas. Mohitam, being deluded, Devatiriyam Manusya, Manusya Sthavaraatmanavasitam Sarvamidam Jagat Mam na Vijanati. They do not know such me. So Paramatman taught his real nature. Now he teaches the aspect that his real nature is hidden by Prakriti or matter. Mamebhya Paramavyayam. Mam indicates that Bhagavat Swarupa told with all the wonderful nature, starting with Bhumirapo Nalo Vayuhu, that Swarupa exceeds the substances which are made of the three qualities of Sattva, Rajas and Tamas. Tadevam Chetana Chetanatmakam, to show that there is no contradiction to creation and withdrawal. So these are all some of the objections raised in by others, that whether the same person is responsible for creation as well as pralaya also. One who creates will not destroy the same thing. So it should be someone different who destroys it. He cannot be the same person. These are all some of the arguments put forth. But our Siddhanta, Bhashyakara establishes very clearly that Kale Kale Mattayeva Utpadyate Jagat, Kritsnam Jagat, means in all the kalpas, he only does all these. That is told as Kale Kale. There is no contradiction to creation and withdrawal, and the purpose of withdrawal is also explained in various places. And these are all to give opportunity to the Chetanas to uplift themselves and to get rid of this samsara. So, Mayicha Praliyate, Mayeva Avasthitam. The three terms, Tribihi Gunamayehi Ebhihi, indicate that they are mixed with grief or impermanent, that is Dukkha Mishra, Anitya, and they are not Niratishaya, they are Satishaya, that is, they are not without a parallel, but they are Satishayas. Because they are mixed with qualities of Rajas, Tamas, they are Dukkha Mishra, mixed with grief. The three qualities are of the nature of Sukha, Dukkha, and Moha, happiness, sorrow, and delusion, Sattva, Rajas, Tamas, and they are impermanent because they are effects. Because they are within the access of the senses, they are Indriya Grahyas, they are lowly. The terms Yebhyaha Param Avyayam, Yebhyah Param Avyayam, these three terms indicate Paramatman's Swarupa, Akilaheya Pratinika Swarupa, that his nature is opposed to everything defiling. Niratishaya Anandatva, incomparable bliss, and Nityatva is eternal. This Bhashya Sukti, Ataha Karanatvena Sheshitvena cha Jnanadi Asankheya Kalyana Gunaganescha Ahameva Sarve Prakarehi Parataraha. That shows Bhagavat Swarupa, this Bhashya Sukti, because he is Karana, or the sole cause of everything. He treats the upliftment of his subservients as his own benefit. Whatever is Sheshabhuta to him, if they uplift themselves, it is his own benefit. That is how he treats. Being endowed with divine qualities such as Sarvajñatva, Sarvashaktitva, and others, he eliminates the defects, Anishta Nivartana, he does. And not only that, he bestows all good, Ishta Prapana also he does. Being Anya Nirapeksha, without depending on anyone else or anything else, he does by himself. So this is to be understood from Evam Bhutam Mam, I, who is existing like this, with all the wonderful nature told so far. Mattaha Anyat Kenapi Kalyana Gunaganena Parataram Navidyate. This is the aspect told everywhere, that it's the most important thing. That is why we study all the Shastras, to know that there is nothing superior or equal to Paramatman. The meaning of Param in Ebhyah Param is given as Utkrishtatamam. In other places, Param, Paraha is told as Parastat, Tamasah Parastat. It means beyond Prakriti Mandala. It is not in that sense here. It is told as Utkrishtatamam. That is, I am superior to everything. Tattat Bhogyata Prakarescha Param Utkrishtatamam. The Upanishad says, Yachasye yachanasti sarvam tadasmin samahitam. In the Dharavidya Prakarana, the 8th chapter of Chandogya Upanishad, the whole body is told as a Brahmapura. It is a city of Brahman. And Daraha asmin antarakashaha. Asmin Brahmapure Daharam Pundarikam Veshma. There is a small house or a place which is in the form of lotus. Daharam Pundarikam Veshma. Daharaha asmin antarakashaha. Inside that there is a small ether. Dahara is small. Dahara akashaha, small ether. Tasmin yadantaha tadupasitavyam. Whatever is inside that has to be, one has to do upasana on that. And the Upanishad asks a question, what is inside it? And it says all the Ashtagunas, Apahata Papma, Vijaro, Mrityu. So Ashtagunatmaka Paramatman is there. So if it is there in a small place, he is called Daharakasha, small ether. What is his nature is explained wonderfully as telling that Yavan va yam akasha tavan va antarhridaya akasha. Whatever you see outside, all this Yava, Prithvi, Antariksha, everything is supported and it is inside that small ether which is inside the body. It is told. Yachasya ihasti yachanasti sarvam tadasmin samahitam. Everything, what is there and what is not there, or what is going to come in future, everything is in that, contained in that Brahman known as the Harakasha. So the Kalyana Gunas of Paramatman are superior to everything else, and what to say of the Prakrita Bhavas which are Trigunatmaka. There is no comparison at all. The material things are, what we see here, the material things which are enjoyable in the form of Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha, etc. But the Paramatman is enjoyable due to his most auspicious infinite group of qualities, Jnana, Shakti, Bala, Virya, etc., which are very different from the material qualities, such as Shabda and others. And Swami Deshikan notes here that even material qualities such as Shabda, they become incomparably enjoyable only when they are teaching the wonderful divine nature of Paramatman. Like when we read a Bhashya Sukti, it becomes enjoyable. That is, Shabda also becomes enjoyable because of the association with the qualities of Paramatman or Paramatman. And they themselves become divine. That is kind of Bhava. The Utkrishta Tamatva is told as Tattad Bhogyata Prakarescha Param Utkrishta Tamam. It is to be understood thus. Avyayam Sada Ekarupamapi Taireva Tribihi Gunamayi. Now, Avyayam means he is not limited by time due to being unchangeable. So he is always Ekaprakara, that is commented as Sadaika Rupam. The word Mohitam applies to all three qualities. So here, Tribihi Gunamayahi Mohitam. That means a doubt may arise here. How can Sattva cause Moha or delusion? So it is. Swami Deshikan notes here that the food which is mixed with poison, which may generate desire for one who is not aware of it, who is unintelligent, does not know. In the same way, this world which is only full of defects, as it has come according to one's karma, creates a feeling of happiness due to sattva, and thus it causes moha or misconception that it is good. So even that is a bandhaka only. Taireva means the same three defects told earlier, such as dukhamishratva and all that. The word tribihi indicates these qualities are avinabhuta. They are all present all the time together, though it may be they may be present in unequal proportions. One may be more at some time, one may be more, something else may be more in some other time. They are present in unequal proportions, but they are always present together. Kshanadvamsibihi means they cannot live for a second also when the karma comes to an end. So these are all the meanings to be understood from these Bhashya Suktis. And Devatiryam Manushya Stavaratmana Avasthitam Sarvamidam Jagatena Abhijanati. The Mula Shloka Sarvavidam Jagati includes even Brahma, Rudra and everybody. That is why it is called Deva, Tiryaka, Manusya, Sthavaratmana. Jagat indicates the beings living in this world which are Achit Vishishta Chetanas and so commented as Deva, Tiryak, etc. It is as said in Vishnu Purana also, Brahmadya Sakala Devaha, Manushyaha, Pashavasthatha, Vishnu Maya Mahavarta Mohanda Tamasa Pitaha. So, that is the same thing, the meaning that is told here also. Being deluded by the Prakriti, they do not know me. Continuing further, what is the nature of that Prakriti and what is the way out for one? They are explained in the next shloka. Daivi hyesha gunamayi mamamaya duratyaya mameva ye prapadyante maya metam tarantite. There is a avatarike for this. Katham swatayeva anavadika atishaya anande nitye sada eka rupe लौकिक वस्तु भोग्यता प्रकारेश्च उत्कृष्टतमे त्वयि स्थिते अपि अत्यंत निहीनेषु गुणमयेषु अस्थिरेषु भावेषु सर्वस्य भोक्तृवर्गस्य भोग्यत्व बुद्धिः उपजायते इत्यत्राह. So Krishna said it is because the Prakriti that no one knows me, because the Prakriti creates like that bhogyata buddhi in itself. How is it possible? How does it happen? Katham bhogyata buddhi upajayate. But that question is answered here. Katham swatayeva, by yourself, in your swarupa, swabhava itself, you are anavadika, atishaya, anande, nitye, sada ekarupe, laukika vastu bhogyata prakareshcha utkrishtatame tvayi sthite. By your very nature, you are of unsurpassable supreme bliss, you are eternal, unchanging at all times, and most exalted compared to the ways of enjoyment found in worldly objects. While you are present with such nature, how do the entire group of enjoyers comprising of Deva, Manusya, etc. get the idea of joy in the substances which are most lowly, Nihinatareshu, Nihineshu, Gunamayeshu, Asthireshu, Bhaveshu, which are made of three qualities of Sattva, Rajas and Tamas and are being impermanent? How do they get the idea of joy, happiness in that? How is it happening is answered here by Lord. So when the reality is as told in the previous shloka, there should be no delusion on the part of all beings here. If such a question is asked, that is answered here. Sarvasya bhoktru vargasya shows this kind of an idea of enjoyment is found even in Devas. The doubt is that the gods are sattvottaras. The gods are having abundance of sattva-guna, excessive sattva-guna, but they are also under the influence of Prakriti. So when one has a choice between something which is most exalted and another most lowly, why will anyone choose the most lowly ones? So if there is a choice between Prakriti, Prakrita Guna and something Prakrita Vastu and Aprakrita Vastu, why will anybody choose a Prakrita Vastu? Where is the place for misconception? That is answered here. Daivi hyesha gunamayi mamamaya duratyaya. The first half of the shloka itself is commented separately by Bhashyakara. Both this shloka has very detailed commentary. Daivi hyesha gunamayi mamamaya duratyaya. Yesha gunamayi mama daivi maya duratyaya hi. This non-sentient Prakriti that is directly perceived, that is pratyaksha, which is seen by directly, Gunamayi, which is made of three qualities of Sattva, Rajas and Tamas, Mama, and it is my own, Daivi Maya, this divine Maya, Duratyaya, he is impossible to cross over. The Bhashya is detailed here. Mama Esha Gunamayi Sattva Rajas Tamomayi Maya Yasmat Daivi Devena Krida Pravrutenam Maya Eva Nirmita Tasmat Sarvaihi Duratyaya Duratikrama Asyaha Maya Shabdavachyatvam आसुर राक्षस अस्त्रादीनाम् इव विचित्रकार्यकरत्वेन यथा च ततो भगवता तस्य रक्षार्थं चक्रमुत्तमम् आजगाम समाज्ञप्तं ज्वालामालिसुदर्शनं तेन मायासहस्रं तत् शम्बरस्य आशुगामिना बालस्य रक्षतादेहम् एकैकश्येन सूदितम् इत्यादौ अतो मायाशब्दो न मिथ्यार्थवाची ऐन्द्रजालिकादिषु अपि केनचित् मन्त्रौषधादिना मिथ्यार्थविषयायाः पारमार्थिक्या एव बुद्धेः उत्पादकत्वेन मायावी इति प्रयोगः तथा मन्त्रौषधादिरेव च तत्र माया सर्वप्रयोगेषु अनुगतस्य एकस्यैव शब्दार्थत्वात् तत्र मिथ्यार्थेषु मायाशब्दप्रयोगो मायाकार्यबुद्धिविषयत्वेन औपचारिकः मञ्चाः क्रोशन्ति इतिवत् एषा गुणमयी पारमार्थिकी भगवन्माया एव मायां तु प्रकृतिं विद्यात् मायिनं तु महेश्वरम् इत्यादिषु अभिधीयते अस्याः कार्यं भगवत्स्वरूपतिरोधानं स्वस्वरूपभोग्यत्वबुद्धिश्च अतो भगवन्मायया मोहितं सर्वं जगत् भगवन्तम् अनवधिक अतिशय आनन्दस्वरूपं न अभिजानाति. So the reason is explained in more detail, and here the significance of this detailed Bhashya, the importance is because of the appearance of the word Maya here. That is explained in great detail by Bhashyakara. Mama esha gunamayi esha gunamayi tattvarajastamomayi Maya yasmat daivi devena krida pravrtena maya eva nirmita tasmat sarvaihi duratyeya duratikrama. Because this Maya of mine, which is made of qualities, gunamayi, that means sattva rajas tamomayi, means sattva, rajas and tamas, being made of these three qualities. Daivi Maya, yasmat daivi tasmat, because the reason is because it is daivi. It is daivi means devena krida pravrtena mayaiva nirmita. That is the explanation for daivi. Divu kridayam is the root dhatu here. The meaning taken as in the krida pravrtena. That is lila eva prayojanam. What was told as the prayojana for srishti is lila, that is sport, that is krida. So that is the meaning given here as daivi. Having been created by me who is sporting is impossible to overcome for all. Tasmat, because it is created by me, it cannot be, no one can cross over. Asyaha, and the meaning of the Maya Shabda is explained in detail. Maya Shabda Vachyatvam. Why is Prakriti called by the word Maya here? Gunamayi is also told, which is Prakriti, and it is addressed by the word Maya. It is because Maya Shabda Vachyatvam Asura Rakshasa Shastradinamiva Vichitrakarya Karatvena. Asurastra, Rakshasastra, these are all the different weapons, the astras, which are told to have wonderful capabilities and they can create wonderful effects. So Vichitrakarya Karatva, that is the reason why it is told as Maya. And Prakriti also has similar capability. And the Pramana is also given for use of the word Maya in that sense in everywhere. Tato bhagavata tasya rakshartham chakramuttamam ajagama samajñaptam jwalamali sudarshanam tena maya sahasram tat shambarasya ashugamina balasya rakshata deham ekakashyena suditam. In Vishnu Purana about Prahlada, it is told that then to protect him, Prahlada, came the supreme chakra, Sudarshana, Paramatman, ordered by Bhagavan. Bhagavata tasya rakshartham samajñaptam. It was ordered by Paramatman to go and protect that boy, Jwalamali, Sudarshanam, sporting a garland of flames, having the name Sudarshana, and the most coveted, having moving very fast, knowing the steps of Shambarasura, Shambarasya Ashugamina, Sudarshana Chakra, which was protecting the boy, destroyed the thousands of wonderful effects created by Shambarasura one by one. So that Maya Sahasram is the thousands of wonderful effects created by Shambharasura. They were all destroyed one by one. Ekaikashyen Soditam. Balasya Rakshata Deham, protecting the boy. So there the word Maya is used in Vichitra Karya Karatva in that sense. Ato Maya Shabdo Namithya Arthavachi. So it is not, does not mean mithya or false or something that does not exist. And there are doubts asked which is used in different contexts. Indrajalikadishu in magic, etc. Indrajala केनचित् मंत्रौषधादिना मिथ्यार्थ विषयायाः पारमार्थिक्या एव बुद्धेः उत्पादकत्वेन मायावी इति प्रयोगः. So the person who does Indrajala is called a Mayavi, magician. In case of magic, by using some mantra, or in case of mantraushadhadina, in case of by mantra or by medicine, an idea of reality is created in the mind in respect of things which are false. And so the usage of Mayavi for those who do not, for those who do that, that is found. Mayavi is used there. Tatra. So what is the Maya there? Mantra Aushadhadireva Chama Tatra Maya. The mantra or Aushadhi that is used there, that is only is called, that is the Maya there. Because Sarva Prayogeshu Anugatasya Ekasyeva Shabdhartatvat. Everywhere it is logical to accept that the common aspect which is repeatedly present in all usages only is the meaning of that word. The word Maya is consistently used everywhere to give the meaning of Vichitra Karya Karatva, and nowhere it can be seen in the usage of Mithyartha. So that is made very clear here. So the usage of Maya is to be taken like that. In respect of false objects, Mithyartheshu Maya Shabda Prayogaha Maya Karya Buddhi Vishayattvena Upacharikaha. In some places where it is used with respect to objects which do not exist, the Prayoga, the usage of Maya, is also because Maya Karya Buddhi Vishayattvena. It creates an understanding in the mind that it is, the effects are real only. The mind, the jnana that is created, the buddhi, it is real only. But it is used in the secondary sense with respect to the false objects. They become the objects of mind, which is an effect of Maya. So it is like manchaha kroshanti. The beds are crying. The usage there says that the beds cannot cry, but the patients who are lying on the beds are crying. So to say that all the patients lying on the beds are crying, the Laukika Prayoga in the usage in the word is manchaha kroshanti. The beds are crying. It's like that. So it is Aupacharika. Yesha Gunamayi Paramarthiki Bhagavan Maya Eva. This is explained in more detail in Tatparya Chandrika also. Bhagavan Maya Eva Mayantu Prakritim Vidyat Mayinantu Maheshwaram. So Shruti Pramana also Bhashyakara quotes here. Shvetashvatara Upanishad. It is told that about this Maya Gunamayi, which is made of gunas, the three gunas, and which is Paramarthiki, which is real, Paramartha, which is Bhagavan Maya. So it is the Maya of Paramatman, Sriman Narayana. That is told as Mayantu Prakritim Vidyat. One should know Maya as Prakriti, and one who possesses that Maya as Maheshwara, Mayinam to Maheshwaram. The work of Maya, Syaha Karyam. What is the work of this Maya or Prakriti? It is told here. Bhagavat Sarupa Tirodhanam. To hide the nature of Paramatman. Swasarupa Bhogyatva Buddhishcha. And also it generates an idea in the mind that it is only enjoyable. Ato Bhagavan Maya Mohitam. For that reason only the entire world which is deluded by this Maya Bhagavan, Sarvam Jagate Bhagavantam Anavadika Atishayananda Swarupam Nabhijanati. They do not, the whole world does not know the nature of Paramatman, which is unsurpassable, incomparable bliss. Anavadika Atishayananda Swarupam Nabhijanati. The word he, Daivihi Yesha Gunamai, Daivihi Yesha, indicates the reason why Prakriti is impossible to cross over. It is created by Paramatman only. Daivi, it is told here. The meaning of Daivi is Devena Nirmita. It shows that what is told in the Shweta, Shvetara Upanishad, etc., Devatma Shaktim, etc. So, Bhashya says, Mamaiva Nirmita, to make it clear that the words Daivi and Mama in Mula Shloka are about Lord Krishna and the Deva responsible for the Maya are one and the same. Daivi Kyesha Gunamai. Mama Maya, Mama. So Daivi and Mama are applicable to the same person, is also told clearly. Tasmat Sarvaihi. So Divakridayam is the dhatu there. Sarvaihi shows that the Maya which is present for purposes of sport of the Lord, who is the Ishvara, and he has the Agatita Gatana Samarthya, one who is capable of making the impossible also happen. It cannot be overcome by those who are Anishwaras. Duratyaya means Duratikrama. The word Atyaya also means destroying. That is not suited to this context. So, in this context, it is commented as Duratikrama, being Dukkena Anatikramaniya. So, that means that those who have not surrendered unto the Lord cannot cross over it. Asyaha Maya Shabdavachyatvam. That is explained in detail, the meaning of the Maya Shabda. The meaning of the word Maya is explained as Vichitra Karya Karatva, and not what is told by others. It is not to teach Michyatva, that it is used here, as it is used in respect of Asurastra, Rakshasastra, which are real. Tena Maya Sahasram is not to be taken as implying something false or Mithyartha. The Bhashya Ityadau. The Bhashya says that Ityadau. That means Ityadau means there are many more such pramanas, usages. Mayaya Satatam Veti Praninancha Shubhashubham. Deva Mayeva Nirmita. In Ramayana it is told about Sita. So these are all pramanas where the Maya Shabda is used for showing the wonderful effects. Even in Dandaniti, where the four means Samadana Bheda Danda is told, there are three other unimportant means also as told as Maya, Upeksha and Indrajala. So the Maya is Anyatha Bhutasya Vastunaha Anyatha Karana Shaktihi. That is what is not existing as an object which is existing as something else is being perceived as something else. That is told in, that is Maya. Making it to appear as something else. That is told as, that is the meaning of Maya there. Indrajala means Tatha Prativasana Shakti. Making it to just appear like that. So one is to make turning something, some item into something else itself. Another is making it to show up as something else. So these are all the meanings used for Maya in other pramanas. So the Maya Shabda should not be taken to mean Mithyartha. That is made very clear here. Indicated in the Bhashya as Ataha. The usage of the word Maya is with respect to real objects. That is something made very clear here. Aindrajala Adikadishu. So if it false is used as I think we lost the connection briefly. So I'll just take 5 more minutes to complete this shloka. So in Indrajala, etc., the buddhi, paramartha, it is real. The Bhranti Jnana in its Swarupa, it's also true. The nature of the object that is superimposed on it is false. When one thinks the rope as serpent, for example, rope is real, but serpent is not true. So, just as the word Maya does not indicate false objects, it is also not used to mean creation of false objects. The connection or association with false objects is a reason for using Maya Shabda. So, the jnana that is generated as it is serpent, the jnana is real only, but the object is false. But there is a connection there also. So, the objects are not created, but the impression is created like that Bhranti Jnana. So there is a connection there, the Sambandha is there. So the purpose of using Maya Shabda to indicate the capability to make wonderful things happen. That is, even in Mantraushadhadihi, where it is not possible to explain the meaning of word Maya through some connection or attribute, guna or Sambandha, only then some other meaning is to be resorted to. But even in case of mantra, aushadha, etc., there is a parampara sambandha, because here it is maya karya jnana vishaya that is to be understood. When a mantra is chanted, some pain disappears, let us say. We say the pain disappeared as though by magic. Here also the mantra is only called maya, and the effect of it is thought of as maya. And in respect of Shuktika Rajata, where one mistakes a conch shell for silver and tries to pick it, there is no such use of word Maya there. So in whichever sense a word is commonly used everywhere, it is to be taken that as the meaning of the word. And Maya is consistently used everywhere to only mean Vichitra Karya Karatva. That is made clear by Bhashyakara giving different examples. So, Yesha Gunamayi Paramarthiki Bhagavan Maya. Even the Shruti is in the matter or Prakriti which is real, and the material for most wonderful creations is called as Maya here. Mayantu Prakritim Vidyate. And Mayinantu Maheshwaram. The word Maheshwara again is not about Rudra. Bhashya states Bhagavat Shabda here. Bhagavan Maya. So that word Bhagavat Shabda makes it clear that Maheshwara is not meaning Rudra, etc., but it is Sriman Narayana only. And there are other pramanas. Yadvedado Swaraprokto Vedantesha Pratishtita Tasya Prakritilinasya Yaha Paraha Saha Maheshwaraha. The Maheshwara Shabda means Narayana there, who is Akara Vachya. The Pranava is seen as Prakriti for all the Vedas, and the Akara is seen as Prakriti for Pranava also. Tasya Prakriti Linasya Yaha Paraha. And one who is known from the Akara, that is Akara Vachya, is Maheshwara, who is Sriman Narayana. There are so many pramanas for that. So that is also made clear here that Mayinantu Maheshwaram. The word Maya for Prakriti indicates his capability to create varied and wonderful objects. In the Shvetashvatara Upanishad, the mantra Asman Mayi Srijate Vishwametat Tasmimscha Anyaha Mayaya Saniruddaha. That is the 9th mantra, and the 10th mantra is Mayantu Prakritim Vidyat. So Asman Mayi Srijate Vishwametat. Sriman Narayana, who is called as Mayi, creates this world from this Maya, which is Prakriti. Tasmimscha Anyaha Mayaya Saniruddaha. Mayantu Prakritim Vidyat. So they explain the meaning of Maya. Prakriti, that is told clearly there in Shvetashvatara Upanishad. So they are all quite clear about the meaning. So that is explained here. Asyaha karyam, the purpose of using the word Maya in this prakarana, and why should the word Maya should be used in this prakarana, that is again brought to the context. The connection is given by Bhashyakara as Asyaha karyam Bhagavat Swarupa Tirodhanam Swaswarupa Bhogyatva Buddhishcha. So here, what is important for us is to know, understand the Bhagavat Swarupa and why that is being hidden, and that is the purpose of using Maya here, that it hides the nature of Bhagavan, this wonderful nature of Bhagavan, and creates the idea of enjoyment in itself. Being deluded by this Prakriti, Mohitam Sarvam Jagate, Bhagavantam Anavadika Atichaya Ananda Swarupam Na Abhijanati. The entire world of beings does not see this wonderful Paramatman whose nature is of unsurpassable bliss. So these are all the meanings as summarized by Bhashyakara by Bhagavad Yamunacharya, according to Sri Yamunacharya in Gita Sangraha. Swayathatmyam prakrityasya tirodhihi. So how it is covered by, hidden by Prakriti. Swayathatmya was told, and then prakrityasya tirodhihi was told. The next half of the shloka, Sharanagatihi, that is Gita Sangraha shloka is Swayathatmyam prakrityasya tirodhi Sharanagatihi. The Sharanagati part of it is going to be told in the second half of the shloka. Mameva ye prapadyante mayametam tarantite, which is again described in detail, which we shall take up for study in the next class. And the next few shlokas, which are also going to talk about Bhakta Vedaha and all that. And people who do not know such a Swarupa, and people who know, who take refuge in Paramatman, they are all talked about. Namam duskritino mudaha prapadyante naratmaha Maya aparta jnanaha asuram bhavamashtritaha chaturvida bhajante mam janaha sukrutino asurartharthi jnani cha bharatarshava tesham jnani nityayuktaha ekabhaktihi vishishyate priyo hi jnaninotyartham aham sacha mama priyaha udaraha sarva evaite jnani to atmaiva me matam asthita sahi yuktatma mameva anuttama gatim. So these shlokas we shall take up for study in the next class, and with that I offer my pranamams to all the Bhagavatas in this satsanga and leave the class open for any question and answers. So whoever wants to ask a question, you can unmute and then ask your question. I'll be able to hear, I suppose. So it looks like there could be some problem. Though it's unmuted, I am not able to hear the question, if there is any. I'm not able to hear Bal Gopal. Maybe you can send me as a message. I can see the message. I'm not able to hear you. There could be some problem. I'm not sure.
He's asking
So actually,
Maya is present in this.
Maya present in Satya Yuga also. So whenever there is creation, it is there. So creation is done. Maya, that is Prakriti, is the Upadana Karana, and they are all there. But the Sattvottaras are present at that time. Dharma is in full. So it is the creation Maya or Prakriti, which is used told by the term Maya here. In all the yugas it is present. That is what looks like. We have to understand as. Yeah, in a way, yes. The Varna is decided by Jati is decided by birth. There is Bhakta, and there is by Jati also. There is action also. There is by their all the Vyaparas that they do, all the activities that they do. So there are bhaktas also, and there is also jati. Jati comes by birth, but they can become bhaktas or devotees by their conduct. So they are two different things. Anybody can become a bhakta, but anybody cannot become a brahmana by jati. Brahmana jati is also true. So the conduct bhaktas, any bhakta can surrender unto the Lord. There is so prapatti can be done by anyone, and jati, guna are all not limitations for that for prapatti. Whereas the Vaidika dharmas or the Varnashrama dharmas have to be done according to their jati. That is told very clearly. And so one who is a great devotee cannot take up the dharmas of even a Kshatriya cannot do a Brahmin's karmas which are told in the Vedas or the other way. But bhaktas, anybody can be a devotee, and everybody has a right. Or the Bhagavan treats everyone equally when it comes to prapatti, when it comes to when they surrender. So we cannot say also because one is in this janma, one is seen as in not a Brahmin or some other janma. In the previous janma, that person could have been a Brahmana and could have done upasana. We do not know. For a bhakta who is doing upasana, there can be many janmas after even starting the upasana. Like we see in Shabari, in case of Shabari, in case of Bharata, Jadabharta, they take different births, but they would have started in the Brahmana Jati is what is to be understood according to the Vedas. And so one can get emancipation in any janma. The last janma can be anything that does not decide whether one is like Gopikas, etc. So, and Prapatti is another marga which is told very clearly in our Darshana and in the Vedas. And that anybody is eligible. Any being can surrender unto the Lord with that Akinchanya, Ananyagatitva and everything, and they can get emancipation. So that is Jati, Guna and all those things are not limitations to Prapatti. I hope I have answered the question. So if there are no more questions, I shall conclude today's session. Thank you very much. rAmAnuja.